It was a Wednesday in May, and the email came from somebody you actually knew. A document shared with you. So you clicked it, and Google asked you exactly one question. Here's the screen you got. Have a proper look at it because almost nobody did. The app was called Google Docs. It was not Google Docs. And down here's the part everyone scrolled straight past. Read, send, delete, and manage your email. Google later said the attack reached fewer than 0.1% of Gmail users. Gmail had more than 1 billion people on it. Do that arithmetic and you land somewhere around 1 million inboxes. The whole thing was over in about an hour, and not one password was stolen. I'm Nancy, and this is Trust Boundary. Every episode, we take one scam or breach apart and find the moment your trust gets handed to the wrong person. How it really works, what it actually costs, and the one thing that stops it. So let us take that button apart because you press it constantly. First, what sign-in with Google actually hands over and what it genuinely does not. Second, the one line on that screen that is the real tell. It is not the app's name. Third, what changing your password does and does not undo. That one surprised me. And at the end, one page inside your account that takes about 2 minutes to read. Start on his side. Registering an app that can talk to Google is an ordinary thing developers do thousands of times a day. It is how your calendar app reads your calendar. It is meant to exist. But back in 2017, the name of that app was just a text box. He typed whatever he wanted. He typed Google Docs, then the email, and this is the part I want you to sit with. It was not spoofed. It was not a look-alike domain. It was genuine mail from a genuine account belonging to somebody who genuinely knew you. Someone had already pressed allow before you. That is how it got your address. So every instinct you have ever been taught to use, check the sender, check the domain, all of it passed. You click through and you land on Google's own consent screen. That part is completely real. The name at the top is his. He chose it. The list underneath is Google's. It is generated from what the app asked for, and it cannot lie about it. And what it asked for was to read, send, delete, and manage your email, plus your contacts. And here's the moment. The whole episode is this 1 second. You press allow. Your password stays exactly where it is. It does not move. He never sees it. It is not part of this. What crosses the line is permission. Google mints a token and hands it to his app in your name. And that token does not need you. It works while you are asleep. So what does he do with it? Your contacts first. The app reads them and mails itself onward to everyone you know from you. That is what made it a worm. Every allow bought the next batch of addresses. And with mail access, it can read what is in there and send as you, which is where the real damage lives. Google killed the app about an hour in, pulled the pages and pushed the block out. An hour was enough. Now the ordinary version, because most of the time, this button is completely fine. When you just sign into a site with Google, here is the entire list of what that site gets. Your name, your email address, your profile picture, and a permanent identifier that is unique to you and never reused. So the site can recognize you next time. That is it. That is the whole thing. What it does not get is your password. Your password is never in there. It genuinely never was. So the same button, two completely different worlds. On this side, sign in only. It learns who you are. On this side, account access. It gets to do things inside your account from now on while you are not watching. And the words are doing an enormous amount of work, so learn 3 of them. Read means a copy of everything, not a glance. Send means mail that looks like it came from you. And manage includes delete. Read the verbs, never the name. Right, say you have pressed allow on something you should not have. What is the reflex? Change your password, everybody says it. So does that work here? Google's own documentation is unusually specific about this, and it is worth reading properly. Changing your password kills the app's access in one case, where the permission it holds covers Gmail. That is the case. Drive, contacts, calendar, photos, a new password does not touch any of them. And two-factor does not save you either, though not for the reason people assume. Nobody bypassed it. You passed it correctly, and the permission was handed over afterwards. It sits downstream of a login that worked. 2 things actually end a grant. You go and revoke it, or it sits unused for 6 months. Google did change the rules after this. From July 2017, a new app cannot simply name itself anything. And an app asking for sensitive access has to be verified, or you get an unverified app warning. Which helped, it did not end it. In 2025, Proofpoint tracked a campaign impersonating Microsoft apps. Nearly 3,000 work accounts across more than 900 organizations. Over 50 different fake apps, and more than half the attempts worked. And phishing is still the most reported crime the FBI logs. Complaints actually dipped slightly in 2025, while the reported losses roughly tripled to $215.8 million. So here's the line, and it is the whole episode. You are not signed into that app is signed in as you. You never gave it your password. You gave it something that does not need one, which means the fix is not a new password, it is a list. Open your Google account and find third-party apps and services. Google's own help page takes you straight there. Go down it and read the permission line on each one, not the app's name. That is the entire skill. Anything you do not recognize or have not used in a year, remove access. It takes about 2 minutes, and Google recommends it themselves. That is one more line you can see now. If this showed you how the trick really works, subscribe. There is a new one every day, and the next one is already in the queue. I'm Nancy. I will see you at the next boundary.